Alright guys, I got a new My Way. It's a little bit different. It's a spectator game from a deer in the silver divisions. That made a lot of mistakes, and when I watched him play against Black Anolia, when I was watching his stream today, he lost to a Swakojwani. That should never happen. He should have carried the game and made me cry. I wish I could have done the Swakojwani game, but I couldn't get the Swakojwani game because OPGG didn't have it, so I might get the game from Black Anolia tomorrow if he has it, but enjoy it. These are the runes and masteries I use, and Benjamin, work on your shit, man, and watch this video. Later. Alright, baby, we back once a motherfucking again. I got that UDYR, that 4.12, actually more like, we're gonna call this 4.12 bronze deer. I don't know, what can we call this? It's a good question. This deer that we're watching is in the silver divisions. I watched him play against Black Anolia, but the game that he played against Black Anolia, it would not, the file, it didn't let me play an OPGG. Let's just put it like that. So it's kind of upset, but I noticed that he played another 6,000 games with the deer. So I just went ahead and picked one that, you know, I could spectate and open up through that site. And yeah, so this is that 4.12. I think I know how to Godyr like Trick 2G my way, and we're gonna see how this guy plays. So I don't know what happens in here, but we're gonna find out and see. Now, when it comes to bronze, silver, you know, it's all about being able to carry the game yourself. I don't give a fuck who feeds, who does this, who does that. It doesn't matter. It's all on you. It's you to be able to read the game, know what to do, you know. Oh, and there's just so much stuff about the game. I can't just lay it out just like that. If it did, it'd be a big-ass fucking book. You know, it's just being able to read, having that game sense awareness of what the hell's going on. You know, what do you need to do to keep yourself in this game, to stall the game out, you know, to carry this game. And we're going to see if we can get there. So, we can go ahead and speed this up, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Boom. So, he's coming out with the Phoenix, as you can see. So first off, he's going to come pick this up, sit behind it, so I know he's a follower of mine, Benjamin, over here. Boom, he's going to smack that, flame that. Let's see if it goes over there. Let's see if he goes straight. He should go straight to blue buff, go right behind it. Okay, doesn't matter, I guess. If you go behind it, you get the flames on both the baby lizards. Come over here, pick this up, and if I'm utility, I will, looks like he is utility, I would have picked up Phoenix, but, you know, when you're a silver, turtle is not a bad idea right now, especially when you just picked up blue buff, and boom, he's spreading the damage around so he can get done with everything instead of killing the big blue wraith. So, right off the bat. So now we see he is level 2 and he's deciding to gank or look for something. Nope, drops a ward. I don't like what he's doing right here. I don't know what he's doing. He dropped his ward way too early, I think, unless, of course, he's close to, what do you call it? It only lasts for a minute. Oh, no, he is going to make it. Never mind. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Boom. So I expect him after this camp to go buy and then go pick up, unless that ward's got time. Let me see if this ward's got time. So, oh, yeah, it's got more than enough time. So he's going to back. He's going to pour on this ward, and I think he's going to pick up this dragon. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. So Benjamin going to pick this up. Let's see if actually, let's see if he's doing it right. So he ports in. So turtle. Nice. Tiger. Okay, takes the damage. 1, 2, so yeah, it should be easy. Back to the turtles. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, he's doing it correctly. So, good job. Gets done with that. Now he doesn't have to go back. Why? Because that's just mad stone. It's just a bullshit. Especially when you tell him Phoenix, you get the AoE and you get the return back. It's just so much. So, now what's going on right now? Oh shit. My bot lane just got fucking destroyed. I couldn't help them. I couldn't gank for them. It's 5-1 right now. Caitlyn's 3-0. Jinx, I don't even want to know what the hell is happening with Jinx. But, you know, they're probably crying to UDYR right now. There's nothing he can do right now. So I can see a struggle going on right now. Now, you're going to get bot lanes that epically feed. My goodness, I did not know they were getting fucking bent over. Next level. Now, why is he ganking this lane? I don't know. Let's see. Unless, of course, they can get this kill. But there's the heal pop. Boom. There's this, the change, the Plz doesn't land. Now he needs to go back. He's low. He's got turtle. He might be able to get some vamp. He might want to just smite this. He needs to smite this. Well, no, he's got enough. Okay. He'll definitely be able to do this. He doesn't back, but he wasted a little bit of time going bot lane. Your bot lane needs to survive, you know. You need to get your levels right now. You got your Madstone. You picked up Dragon. That definitely helped your team right now. We take a look at mid lane. Kali's losing in CS. Both of them, both mid laners haven't gone back yet. Amumu's just farming up, going for a Giant's Belt and not getting his jungle item first. So you see he's got a lot more health coming back up. he's got to sack up. He's got to sacrifice bot lane. So coming top lane right now. Let's see what happens. Comes in. Throws in Tiger first, so okay, there's a flash. So didn't even cut Nidalee off, so probably should have cut Nidalee off. Should have anticipated some type of flash by running outwards instead of towards her like this. Should have ran up and just went ahead and stunned her and just got ahead of her and applied that a red buff, but still applies it, but the tower's still there. So he drops it in Phoenix, but not going to be able to drop it in Phoenix side. Thinking about going back in. There's the throw, gets jumped on, boom. So that's a kill for the deer. Now he can tax this. Amumu's in the UDYR's jungle. He does go over a ward. Now, like I said, this definitely helps a lot because he needs to get his wriggles now and get his boots, and he cannot afford to die. That's the most important thing, is he cannot afford to die. If he dies, he fucks everything up. Now, Mumu just went over a ward and he didn't show that he had a red buff, so that's a sign to go pick up that red buff. Now, towers don't mean shit. Nidalee's coming back in. He doesn't see that. He doesn't realize that, you know, he should have red buff. If UDYR started red buff first and he still has red buff, I mean, you know, Mumu would have it. But Mumu's playing the game very smart right now. Even though this is silver, I don't know. What do you expect? He is pushing and taking this tower, putting a lot of pressure on him now. Meaning these three right here could make a play in mid lane, and if your colleague goes, oh my god, they're actually working it down. So they're going to try to control this deer. I don't know if that's, you know, Mumu or the red team's bot lane and jungler's intentions is to bring down UDYR, knowing that the Godyr, all he does is pretty much farm up and stack up, but they need to stall this game out. Now they're pinging mid. Like I said, there's no minions here. Mumu decided just to go in, and the snipe coming out. Boom, there's the bouncing blades and a snipe. So there you go. Just like that, they go mid. So what do you do here? Now there's a fight going down, and here's another mistake. Now UDYR coming over here. Now bot lane's not going to be there for you. Zyra sitting in a bush. He's coming in. He's going to go for the Zyra. There's nothing you can do here. You're not going to be able to kill this. You don't have your flare completed. You don't have no tank items. You have nothing. You have a spirit stone that, you know, you that's just for your jungle, just to do more damage and sustain, you know, and refill on that mana. And you walked over there with your double buff and you just gave it to Zyra. So boom, you're not going to be able to carry a game. What you should have done was held the tower. Your most important thing is to having the tower backing you up. So you should have ran to your tower, ran all the way around, and been good. But now since you have died, that's one mistake that you just made the game harder. And it's already hard. Now it just became harder with bot lane 4-0, almost IE completed. Your AD 0-2 is just not doing so well. It's going to be a struggle. So we're going to continue the deer and see what he can do to carry this game. But right now it's looking pretty rough. Olaf has died 4 times top lane. Boom, double kill coming out. So this is what you hope for. Boom, you got Johnny overextending level above both of them. Boom, there's the mark of the assassin. Gonna get them resets or whatever you call it. Boom, exhaust gets dropped, and there you go. Red buff applied, double buff. Now on this, what do you call it? So now if you didn't die here, well, maybe this would not have happened. But instead, you would have been able to save, and your tower might have had 70% HP. But if you were alive and a colleague came back down here and you waited for her, and you know, or you looped around, you said, fuck it, I know my mid's dead, there's pointless holding it, I don't want to show them where I'm at, there's nothing for me to gain by holding mid since I'm going to Godyr, and I feel like I can carry the game. Dragon spawns in 1 minute, so I would rather go farm and sacrifice my mid tower to get 3 stacks under my wriggles to try to get my flare as soon as possible, and that's an option, and that's you know, I can understand that, but you got to know what to do later on. But we'll talk about that later, and we'll see what's going on. But top lane's failing, bot lane epically failed. Akali just picked up 2 kills. That puts her back in the game. Katarina's already back in mid lane, so that's going to be kind of hard. Top lane just got taken out, so you know, with the Nidalee that's 4-2. My goodness, the Iceborne Gauntlet going to be able to slow people down, especially you going to Godyr once you don't have your, you know, this forces you to get mercs. Especially versus a Mumu, so you're going to have to buy mercs. So you're going to have to invest in mercs. And what does mercs do? It gives you tenacity, blah, 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 MR. But when people are fed, you know, it forces you to need more items to tank these guys. So there's no way you can go for a Triforce first. If you go for a Triforce, you got to hope and pray for the most ultimate fucking hold of all time. Now, can you depend on your team to hold the tower? It's the question you got to ask yourself. Can they hold it if I'm out farming, doing my own thing when my team needs me? Oh, they probably can't. Because, you know, i.e. Caitlyn, you know, that's definitely a problem. But let's take a look at the mid lane. Looks like something just went down. Remy Von Line gonna pull back up. There's the Twilight Trial drop. You cannot see Akali when she's in that unless she attacks. Boom, there's a snipe. She's gonna go in. She slides right in. She gets really greedy. Gets taken out. The Bandit Toss misses the end. And looks like he drops the Curse of Sap Mummy. Ignite not gonna work. And there's the snipe. Oh my god, the Zap Missing. There you go. Wow, that flash was pretty real. Didn't have to flash that probably. So the deer right now, Blue's about to spawn for a Mumu, and UDYR probably should know that, and he drops a ward right there. Probably should have dropped the ward on the other side, so he sees him coming. Now Zyra's gonna come over here, so let's see if Zyra checks. Now Dragon is live. I repeat, is live. He doesn't pick it up. He sees that Zyra's off to the side. Maybe might be able to kill this. Drops Tiger, gets attack speed, drops, boom, flashes. He does not have, what do you call it? So there's the heal being popped. No ward in that Dragon right now, and he sees, boom, gonna go around, one Plz, and the snipe should be enough. And if he dies here, damn, his chances of carrying this game is it's looking very slim. But you know, it's gonna be a struggle right now. Now Katarina left in the mid lane, Blue's up, Dragon is up. Are they gonna pick this Dragon up? Now this is the turnaround right here. No, they know they're on Dragon right now. Akali comes around the side. If Akali comes in and kills everybody, that right there stalls the game out. That's what you got to depend on. Oh, they're going for it right now. There's a flash in. Timbers gets dropped. Boom. There's an auto attack, but nobody following up. Akali focusing, failing to realize there's a fucking Amumu that's low, and after that would have killed Zyra with no mana. Doesn't go in for it. The deer off to the side picks up the blue buff. Gonna walk in here. Dragon still being done. The flame coming out. Super Mega Death Rocket misses. So there's exhaust being dropped. Caitlyn going for that Dragon. Oh my god. Is he gonna be able to catch this? Not gonna be able to catch this, it looks like. I don't know if he's maxing. No, he does. Gets the flame. Needs to get the hell out of there before he dies. Snipe gonna come out. And there you go. So there's a blue buff gonna be donated over to Caitlyn. There's this the Chomps nearly shows up. Iceborne has been completed. So UDYR getting really, really greedy for that. Did he have Smite? He probably didn't have Smite. Olaf has some type of a diving problem, and he goes in and dies. Snipe coming out, boom, and looks like nearly gonna flash. Oh my god, that pounce looks like it got boosted by something. So right there, UDYR dies again. So his first death was walking and thinking he can take somebody. You don't walk and think you can take somebody when that lane has dominated your lane. It's survival. It's survival. You want to drag it out to late game. Now when it gets to midish late game, that's when the deer becomes a god deer. But you gotta farm, you gotta get your flare stacks. You're at 26, it's 14 minutes in. You didn't get that Dragon. All your buffs were up. For some reason you're holding these towers. You need to just say, fuck it, I picked enough of this farm. Let me go ahead and boom, get this double golem, my red buff, and don't get Dragon. You're leaving your buffs up right now. If somebody go picks up your blue buff, it's bad. You need your double buff. Your double buff is the source of your dominance in game, being able to just spam more abilities, cooldowns, the regen on your mana, the red buff giving you that extra damage, the slow, the true damage. You need all that, but you gotta do it fast. You don't have time to stand around. Now you're standing around, you already died 2 times. You got your second death was risky. Your first one, like I said, was don't know what you're doing. You get locked down, you're about to die again, you get knocked up for what? Let them have the fucking Dragon. If they do Dragon, consider it this. Oh, they get gold, but they took 3 or 4 people to come over here and pick it up. Now you died again, and you farm bottom, and you don't pick up this to get your flare completed. You need to get your fucking flare completed. Once you get your flare completed, boom, you just start shitting on fucking waves. You just sitting on, boom, come top, boom. And you had this game, but you're only stalling it right now. So 3 unnecessary deaths. Don't worry about giving them a Dragon your mid turret. It's okay. These are the most important turrets. Now, when it comes to the silver and bronze division, people don't know what to do. Like, when it comes down to it, they don't know what to do. I mean, they had a good idea to push this down, you know, when they had a big wave, but it's so early. You know, like I said, it's very risky for the enemy team, especially with the enemy Akali. Even though it's silver, anybody can hit R on Akali and just hit buttons, and it does a lot of damage to champions that are squishy. He has left his blue buff up for about I don't know, 3 minutes, and is making me cry. Finally doing the rotation when he should have done this 2 minutes ago, but he has not done this 2 minutes ago. Should have had his flare completed, I don't know, a few minutes ago. But like I said, unnecessary deaths, and now you're getting your shit stolen by a support Zyra. RIP. But it's all good. You know, like I said, you only delayed your flare, and you being able to carry this game just a little bit longer. And it's not that hard to carry this game, but there's mistakes will be made. But like I said, and don't expect that to be there. Like I said, this is when I say blue and red are the most important things in this game. Do you see why? You see why they are? I mean, fuck. Well, let's say, okay, I said important. Yeah, they are important, but you know, you got to be there on time. I don't know if you can hit tab and realize that your blue buff's up, but hit tab. If you hit tab, you boom, you'll see that timer, and you need to go. You know, like I said, you don't have time for hesitation. I like what you're doing right here. You decide to back. Why are you backing right now? Why don't you push this? Why? You had a caddy wave there. If you push that, you bring somebody bot. Now you're over here farming while the enemy team, yes, this is fine, picking up the red buff, but you should have pushed this. You should have pushed that, then picked up all this jungle because they're mid lane right now, but you don't do that and you don't force anybody in this turret. So you are getting stacks. You run through the turret or mid. If anything, you should be farming in between these turrets, but you don't do that. You didn't put no pressure top. You didn't bring anybody top lane. You're standing around. Akali going in. So there it is. Annie coming in. Nice ulti, but doesn't stun anybody. There's the curse of the Sam Mommy. Amumu, no mana. Gonna be completely useless. UDYR comes in. Let's see. Benjamin gonna turn around. Nice. 2. One more flame. Nice. So there you go. Amumu's gonna go down here. Actually, I don't know who wins this game. That's really good right there. Boom. Zyra gonna get stunned. Nice. There's a chomps. And voila. So right here, they should have pinged Baron. Are they gonna do Baron? No, because they don't know anything about the game. It's all about the game, people. And that's what we like to call a Baron ping. And don't tell me you can't do a Baron ping. Baron. Because go check my motherfucking new, or I'm pretty sure you just watched part 3. Yeah, you watched part 3. This is part 4 of the Godyr series. Yes. We did it at 15 minutes, just like that. So, a lot of pressure. This could turn the game. This little catch right here can turn the game around. But remember one thing, you know, someone can get caught on your team and they can die. People get cocky. Dragon could be spawning in 2 seconds. Oh, my bad. There's Nidalee. Oh, shit. Nobody's seen this. UDYR should see this. Doesn't see it. Has teleport and doesn't even use it. So I don't know why he brings teleport. He should have poured on this turret once Nidalee started banging on this thing. So he's failing to realize. Comes over here, smites that, clears that out. Nidalee taking that. So Nidalee, you know, making up for that big ass mistake right there that they made, and actually might get this inhib. Let's see. Gets stunned, SirhcEz a lot, decides to turn, boom, and he's gonna probably die here. Gonna get slowed down, Iceborne, nope, misses the spear, but still got the auto, flashes in, boom, and boom, there's the stun, red buff has been applied, spear comes out, let's see if Nidalee's got the damage. The flare, right now, let's see, he's got Sunfire Cape. I don't like Sunfire Cape, I think Randuin's would have been better, but the burn is definitely good for the push. Now, sorry, Darren, but it doesn't matter. He just lost his bot inhib tower, which opens, you know, the gates in the bot lane, and it makes it easier for the red team, but not so easy. Meaning, you know, Nidalee can keep going bottom, and you know, if she fucks up a couple times, doesn't get the inhib, it's gonna kind of suck. This is the most important tower, if you can get, is the mid inhib tower. If you can get that, then it's magic. It's magic. But if you can take the bot inhib tower and enforce a Baron, but you know, like I said, the calls are kind of, you know, I don't expect them to be like me and boom, let's go do a 15-minute Baron. You know, let's do it. I just don't expect that. So I think right now, you know, he should go AFK bot lane, and if they decide to do that Baron, the red team, depend on Akali. Now his team's pushing. Why? This is what I'm talking about. Now he is right here. Why is he right here? He needs to be right the fuck here. Why? Because his team is right the fuck here. And Amumu's gonna walk up and hit R, boom, lock somebody down, and boom, they're all gonna die. And here you are backing, but you do have teleport, which is good. But I wouldn't want to use my teleport just to go to this lane. But if I have no choice, I need to do it right now just to apply pressure. Yes, it'll put 5 minutes on my telly, but it doesn't really matter. You need to put pressure. Boom, there's the flash coming out. Amumu off to the side. Why would these guys go down back into the mid lane? You see him coming in here, walking through. Let's see. There's Olaf getting work, hits Ragnarok. There's the chomps, and looks like Amumu, will he be able to get the toss? Nope. So the Deer are going to be able to get top tower, and we got 5 people mid on the red team. So if the red team doesn't get shit out of this, and they just push mid and stand around, but looks like they're going to go bot and try to take the inhib, it could be a big problem. Well, I wouldn't say a big problem. It'd be the best solution for the blue team to stall this game out. Because, you know, at this point they can't contest that if UDYR is down bot pushing. And why the fuck is he stacking and not pushing that wave with his team over here having a fucking war for their lives and trying to survive? Boom, nearly going in for the dive. There's the true damage coming out. SirhcEz a lot is going to go down. Akali off to the side needs to go heal. Amumu's going to go ahead and back. Olaf going to walk to his death, it looks like. So right here he pushes this wave. Should be on the next wave, but instead he decides to get a, what do you call it? Dragon's up, his red buff's up, and if they lose this tower, this is really bad. Now, this is very risky for the red team, but it's looking good right now since they have a siege and is able to tank, and Olaf doesn't heal right away, and Akali, boom. So now this becomes even harder. And for somebody that's in the gold, silver, bronze, you know, when you lose, if I lost these two and I'm the UDYR playing, yes, I carry this game. Bottom line. You know, of course, because of my knowledge, this is silver, whoop-de-fucking-do, I'll flame everybody. That's me. You're not me. This is why when it comes to the Trick 2G wannabes, you got to know what to do. You made a few mistakes. Your deaths, like I said, it's okay. Now, just imagine your first death where you walked up to Zyra and Caitlyn and just stunned them and got locked down and knocked in the sky. You just would have backed off. Just held mid. Guess what? You live. You don't die. You don't spend any time being dead, gray screen, and you're out farming. Just imagine if you secured your buffs over here and over there. Now, the second time you died, I kind of forgot. Oh, yeah, you dove and got a kill, but whoop-de-doo, you know, it wasn't worth because you died. When your team sucks, you don't want to die. You don't want to die. Go 0-0-0. It's fine, man. It's all fine. Yes, your team's going to cry to you. And but this is, like I said, if you didn't die, I guarantee you probably would have carried this game. And the way you're playing right now, I think Triforce would be better, but you cannot afford to die. I'll say it a million times. So, let's see if Amumu sees this. Now, Caitlyn's coming right now. Nilly's coming right now. If the Iceborne gets applied, this could be death. Nilly stops. Sees UDYR. I guess the right click failed. Boom, he's stacking up. But this is what I'm talking about. You don't got time to fucking stack like you're stacking. Your double buffs are up right now. You got 2 inhib towers gone. You need to be in lane pushing. You need to pick the blue buff up. This is, see what he's doing is like, oh, okay, like I said, you know, when your white camp is up, do your white before doing the blue. At this point, you lost 2 fucking inhib towers. Please go to a lane. I'm glad you bought your Sheen. But yeah. Start going into a lane and bringing somebody to you so you can try to at least get 2 people on you. If you can get 2 people on you bot lane to try to stop you, guess what? It's going to be a 4v3 if the rest of the other guys decide to fight or push or ping their team. You know, group up, and they don't group up, but they still continue to push down mid lane. Now, killing Nidalee right here, what does that mean? That means the blue team gets more time to just farm up and just be left on the map to farm anything they can and scavenge, you know, all the gold they can to try to make a comeback and, of course, get pressure on the map so they can't siege down. Well, they can siege down, but, you know, it's good to have minions coming with you, but, because you'll end up standing around and people won't know what to do. And UDYR, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he needs to back up. He's going to get locked down. Knights are out, and the curses have money. So there you go. Unnecessary death. The recess. You need to avoid team fight. Avoid team fight. Go to a lane. You had top lane pushing right here. What you could have done was either go bot, push this out, would have forced somebody coming down over here. You have 2 people dead on the enemy team. You had 5 people in the mid lane. Your whole team over here. Your whole team, but you do get a kill, but you want to avoid the team fights. When you don't want to go in first. If anything, I want my 5 and 7 Olaf going in first to walk in this shit to tank all this damage, but look at you. You have mercs, but you're going to take, you already tanked 30+% damage, walk in. So right here, after doing that, I go out. So now you got to ask yourself, was it worth it to come in here and stun this bitch? The support champion with the Mumu sitting over here with the curse of that mummy up, boom, and a Caitlyn gonna get the peel she needs, and of course this bitch right here, once you get locked down and knocked up, she's gonna get reset city. So rewatch this and analyze this. You see what Akali's doing? She's off to the side. This is what I would be doing. But no, you should not have fought in first place. You should be in a lane. You should have been down here pushing this. And if, now just imagine if Nidalee spawned and you, or if you even teleport at top lane, you might have been able to get this turret if you were pushing this wave ahead of time, or forcing, if you teleport at top, you would have forced them back and not pushing mid. But that right there, you just got your team aced right there. You should be pressuring the map. It's all about pressure. It's not about team fight. I mean, Nidalee's dead, guys. Let's fight him. Really? That's it? Do you know what you're going to do when you walk in there? Probably not. I don't expect you to. You know, when you're playing in these lower divisions, it's fucking, you can't expect it, you know? This is what I mean by when it comes to carrying a game by yourself, you have to depend on yourself. You know, you have to do everything yourself. And not saying that you can't play off your team. Play off your team. Play, you know, oh, my bot lane sucked. But guess what? I'll make up by pushing this down so they get a little bit more time to survive and maybe not die and overextend. I'll take over that role on, you know, in the bot lane and just pressure. I'll let Jinx farm my raids, my wolves, my white camps. If anything ever pushes, just pick that up and I'll push bot and bring at least 1 or 2 at me. Boom, Nidalee getting worked right now. Will she die? She is probably going to die here. Now somebody off to the side. Now the deer picks up a kill. Top is pushing. Mid inhib is down, but he has a flare, so he should be able to clear easy, and I don't know why he's fighting. He's gonna walk in, lock down. Nope, DFG pop. There's the bouncing blades. Looks like he's gonna be able to get out of this. He is running for his life right now. He has teleport up. I don't even know why he brings teleport. He hasn't even used teleport once. He's better off using it like when I said he should have used it when, you know, when Nidalee was dead and telling his team not to fight. It would have been so much better. I don't know why he's even fighting this Amumu right now. I don't even know why he's fighting as a moo-moo. You gotta avoid the team fights. You know, I say this many times, there's the lockdown, but he's got that Ragnarok pop. The heal gets dropped. Boom, you're gonna tank that. What a good guy. And Jinx coming back down, but now you're dead. Your teleport's up. There's no big-ass waves pushing. You are dead. The Godyr carries games, guys. This is what I'm saying. You, like, when you watch this and you see me commentate all the little things and all this stuff, you know, this is the shit that goes through your mind. You know, like when I die in my videos, when you see me, I know what's happening. I know that, you know, when I get back out, I'm already a fucking monster. I know what to do later on, but you don't. You know, seeing you going in and out, that you died 5 times. You shouldn't have died one single time. But if you, no, yeah, you shouldn't have died one single time. It's that easy, guys. You know, it's that easy. I promise you, if you just played it safe and, you know, just didn't die, you would probably get a sense that, you know, oh my god, you're right, man. I probably would have carried this game a lot easier, but you're not pressuring the map. Oh, finally use your teleport. You have Triforce. Now you're bringing a Mumu. See what you did here? Now, if you'd done this a lot earlier, guess what? You probably would have your tower still standing, but... You know, that's a big key right there, getting a Mumu, and you're still taking his turret. I don't know what's going on, but you should have been doing this ages ago. I don't know what you're doing right here, but, yeah, no comment. And there you go. So, you're still going to lose a tower, it looks like. Nothing you can do about this, and voila. So that's 2 inhibs down. That's more farm. You need to be back farming this, so you decide to fight this. RIP. I'm so sad right now. So sad. But it's okay. When you, if Benjamin, if you ever happen to watch this video, which I think you might, yo man, trust me, do what I say and listen. You know, and if you cry to your team, don't cry to your team. I don't care how bad your bot lane. You could easily carry this game. Godyr is a god in the lower divisions, and it's all about learning the game. You just need to learn the game. There's a lockdown ultimately. Surf beat a lot, gonna survive. Timbers gets dropped. Katarina coming in. Boom. Olaf going to him. Gets exhausted. Gets dropped. Ignite will not be enough. The deer coming in. Snipe coming out. It hits Annie. Boom. The deer walking through. Ice frost bullshit just gets dropped. Boom. Stun. He's focusing and getting free shot by Katarina. Real flash by Zyra. Move off to the side, getting free blues. The red's up. So you didn't secure your buffs early. You didn't protect your buffs. You didn't do anything, man. You let them sit. Buffs over teams. You can hit tab. It tells you when shit's up in this new patch. So yeah, man. You know, like I said, think 10 steps ahead. Stop worrying about covering lanes and helping your team this early. Because like I said, people don't know how to take 15-minute inhibs. And if they do, it's all by fucking luck or the stupidity of or just awareness is just at an all-time low. So don't be scared to do your own thing. Don't let what people say in chat to you bring you down or change, you know, fuck with your focus, man. Because if you do that, it does mess with your game. You know, I play in games when people just hate me because I'm me. You know, and I just sit there and read chat and I just don't care. You know, it's like, fuck. It's like, really? Are you that salty? Straight to the motherfucking bank. I'm playing it right now. But, yeah, man. You know, just mute the motherfuckers and do your damn thing, man. I'm telling you, this would have been a great game. I know you played. I looked at your match history. You have wins. You know how to carry games. You may think you know shit, but if you played against my Godyr, I would have fucking smashed you. So don't ever think that, you know, just because you're doing this, you're doing that, you got your team that, you got your team that, it doesn't mean shit. Do everything for them. Never blame your teammate. Encourage your bot lane. Say, man, don't worry. I'll make up for you, my friend. I will make up for you. I got you late game because I'm the motherfucking Godyr. You carry shit. You don't talk rage shit. Don't take anybody's shit. You know, just mute them if they're running their mouth about ganks and this and that because they don't know shit either. Think about it. Now, if I gank their bot lane, I mean, if they died 5 times, you know, in the early game, then you know they don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like when it comes to ganking, do you know all the ways, pathing, what to gank early? Do you map that shit out when you're in jungler? Or do you play in the jungle? And if you play like, you know, Pantheon jungle and you do the normal shit. You don't look and you just farm and you don't think of what lane you're going to gank, what lane you can blow flash right now about counter gank. And see, if you don't think about that, you're not, you know, you're not 10 steps ahead, you don't have a plan, then it's going to be hard for you to learn the game. It's just going to be too hard. I've been doing this shit with UDYR for the longest time, and I know about the Godyr. And the Godyr was born when the flare came out. Well, I think I called it something before that, but the flare and the Madstone is just boom. It's just too much. So it looks like they're doing Baron right now, but I don't know, it's just going to be too rough right now. Then with 2 inhib towers already down, UDYR really wants him. We're picking it up. He's going to die here. The toss, will it land? Yes, it will. And voila, ripperoni, pepperoni, the deer. The deer. So Benjamin, man, like I said, man, you got this. You got this. You know, if you're wondering why I'm watching your video, I remember, like I said, I was watching Black Anole when he was playing Swakajuan, and you made me cry. You're a team fight and you're doing this. You're probably making a lot of mistakes. Don't worry about what's going on in the game. It's okay to lose 1 inhib. Have you ever watched me play and say, yo, man, it's okay? When I'm streaming, I'm like, yo, let him take that inhib. It's okay. I got this. Think like that, man. Just put pressure, you know. You have teleport. Use your teleport. Don't be scared to use your teleport. It's not just for Dragon. If you see your team losing and you see the enemy team grouped up in mid, hurry up and pour top. There's a big wave like you could have done earlier when Nilly was dead, and run it down and bring people to you. Remember, when laning phase is over for your bot lane, take over the bot lane, constantly pushing, constantly bring them to you. And if you plan on not team fight ever, then buy Triforce. But if you're going to play the style you play, you make sure you rush a Sunfire Cape first and don't get your mercs first. Buy nothing but HP. If you're going to team fight with UDYR Godyr, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be a team player Godyr, that's fine. Buy Spirit Missiles, Banshees, any tanky item, but don't get Triforce. But this game, you could have easily picked up Triforce. You shouldn't have died the first time. Nice, picked up the Dragon. Boom. Just held tower, stall the game out, and then take over the game. But you have 8 deaths. I know you know your mistakes, but from me looking at it right there, you know, I probably left a few things out, several, maybe even more. But you got this, man. And like I said, I looked at your match history. It's not that bad. You have wins, but like games like this, you shouldn't even lose a game. But there are gonna be games when they're rough. And you know, these are the games that are the best to carry. The know that your bot lane was out of the game, that they lost their first 2 turrets, the 7 minutes in game, and you fucking carry them, and it makes you feel good. It makes you understand the game, and you understand that, okay, it takes one person to carry this game. And you believe you're a god, but don't ever get too full of yourself. Just compare yourself with me, and you're Godyr to mine. There ain't no comparison. Later, bitch.